I grew up in the big city where every day I make this commute to work. I always turn left on this road, even though it's out of my way. Up this hill, around the corner, is a property that I dream of buying one day. I'm just short. We're short the down payments. Things have been a struggle for me and my wife, both living in the big city. I have to commute into town every day. There's so many trees on this path. What the heck is going on? She gets to stay in the big city and work, but that's not our dream. Our dream is not to be in the big city, the concrete jungle. We'd rather be out here in nature. And so when I drive into town every day, I like to take this scenic route. It's just a left right here. And there's been this property for sale for some time that we've been saving up for a down payment. We've been pre-qualified if we can come up with that $100,000 we need just to get into this new loan for this property. But you can see it's got a pretty good setup here. Got a little sheep barn or shed there for sheep. A nice shed for keeping some equipment. We got a workshop here. Also like a garage it could be. And then you go down this bend onto this part of the property and there's another beautiful barn. And this is pretty sweet. I have talked to them. They're okay with me driving on this property for now. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys what my dream is and see if we can make it happen. The field that's attached to this property is just grass. What we're wanting to do with it is probably build a house closer to the hill up there, or the top of the hill, and create a homestead for ourselves and eventually just live off the property and our earnings from the property. Just a little over 8 acres. Figured it could be plenty for us just to quit our jobs and enjoy a quiet life so we don't have to go back there to the big city. But I better get back in my truck. I gotta get to work, gotta pay the bills. I'm hoping to hear from a friend who had a lead on some contract work in town that might help me get over the hump of being short for this down payment, because the last thing we want to happen is someone else come in and buy this before we get that money saved. And it's been tough. We've been saving for a while now. We're at, $79,000. We're just over $20,000 short for that payment. So, hoping to hear from that buddy to see if we can make it happen very soon. I do usually take the back roads all the way to work, but I wanted to show you how, I don't know another word for it, how cute this little town is that we want to move to. And it's not far enough from the big city, but it's the best option for us to be close enough to family and still have some property in a nice small town. And here it is. We've got a nice dairy to the left. We get milk. Get some cheese from there, some restaurants all around here, the fire department, a little shopping mall here, strip mall, a little plaza there, just a pretty town. There's the pharmacy, some construction going on. There's always improvements, it seems, that are happening here, and somewhat slow traffic. There's the gas station. We got our Clever Motors dealership over here, which I'm sure eventually I'll be visiting. But we just got to deal with this slow traffic and hope my boss isn't too upset with me for being somewhat late to work today. But we're almost there. Just take a right here before exiting town. Head up this hill. And there's a left that we take, and it's so fun to be now. Like, the best part of this drive every day is getting to see all of these fields. That's why I usually take the back roads, even through this town, but it's just making me itch more and more to live out here and not just work out here. It's like some wheat to our right there, some sunflowers here. But there's the security gate, the old limestone mine. It's where I make my living, bring in a decent income. We make about $3,200 a month here. My wife makes a little bit more at her job in the city, but we do want to replace that income with income from property if we can ever get it. All right, security guard, you gonna let me in today? There we go. Thanks, Joe. And we just cruise on down here into the mine. Big quarry here from all of the limestone that's been removed. We're gonna have to try to sneak in here and avoid the boss because I really don't feel like getting in trouble today. The old limestone quarry. Let's head on in, get this day over with. Let's not get seen though. Just gotta somehow make it look like we've been here already. I'm coming out of the office and just kind of supposed to be here at 7:30. It's 8 o'clock. Okay, should be good. Okay, but here's what I drive every day, the dump truck. I go down into the quarry, they fill it up, I bring it back out. Yeah, we gotta get down there. I'll see you after work. Well, another long, hard day. It's 4 o'clock. It's time to get out of here, but we do have some good news. My buddy came through. There is a contract work that he's unable to do. He's unable to fulfill this contract. He does a lot of this stuff on the side, and it has to be done today. And he was unable to do it because he was at work as well and had some other obligations tonight, but he let the farmer know that I would be by after work to start getting his harvest done for him. I got the directions. We're gonna head to this farm and the equipment's supposed to be ready for me. On my lunch break, I did talk to this farmer. He let me know the plan. We're gonna harvest it and there's a location that we have to take it to sell it. And so after doing that, we might be super close to that $100,000. I'm blown away at how well some of these farming contracts pay. So let's head in there and I'll meet you there in a second. I think I see it right in front of us. There's a big green combine out there. Looks like a semi and a trailer. I'm sure we put the grain in that. But I guess we'll just park right here for now. So when I was younger, my grandparents owned a farm and I got to help out every once in a while. I know the basics of this equipment, but some of this is, gosh, this is an advanced piece of machinery here, and I've never worked on a field that's shaped like this, so we'll go and see how that's gonna go. I think we unfold this. Yeah, that's perfect. It's opening up for us. And then we'll just get this header attached. Hop out here, get that all hooked up, and try not to hit the truck there. But it's already, 4:20. Let's go ahead and we gotta get going. Our moisture reading is looking good, 17.3%. And I don't know what the best route to do this circle is, but maybe we'll just pick a spot and start going across it. I like to open the field up like I used to do at Grandpa's farm by doing the headland. Yeah, I'm hoping this pays extremely well for us. And I hope the cell location is still open when we get done, because we're getting a late start to harvesting a field like this. This is gonna be a lengthy process. I hope there's enough sunlight today. I gotta run and get the truck now, empty this. Oh boy, this is a field. This is a huge field. And man, being by myself, this is insane. It's gonna be dark. It's gonna be beyond dark when we get done. I think what we'll do is just go straight up and down the field and do the left side first, and then we'll do the right side. I don't know how else to do this efficiently. It'll be interesting to see when we get back how full the combine is. We started with about 15% in there. We'll keep rolling. I made my first mistake. We had our auger pointed towards the wheat when we started going down that pass and filled up. So I figured instead of walking back to the truck, I might as well just drive back to it. Okay, we'll get that opened up, and then hopefully I lined up good. I did. I look like I know what I'm doing. That's all unloaded. We'll get back at it. Already been out here for over an hour. We're gonna start running out of daylight very quickly, I feel like. 5 o'clock now. We got a little bit of time left. Gotta stay busy, gotta stay focused. Well, the grain truck is filled up. I gotta look at my text message and see exactly where I'm taking this. I'm guessing we're gonna get like 5 loads of this. Apparently, we're heading to the co-op. I think I know where that is. Yep, just drive towards this big city. That's what they told me, and then take a right. Ugh, I don't even want to see that skyline. Said it was just past this cornfield and to the left. So we should be coming up on it here momentarily. Yeah, this looks like the place, and we drive in that little garage looking thing. Deposit the wheat, and they keep track. They checked me in here when we got here. Should be able to just unload here. Now we gotta head back, continue on farming. And just a little update here. We're heading into town with our second load. Pushing 7 o'clock now. Sun's gonna be setting in a couple hours, and I think we might be safe to get this done before nightfall. And it's seeming like we're gonna get probably at least 1 more truck full, so I'm guessing I have to head back there 2 more times after this one, but all is going well. Found a better route this time to get there. I'm really enjoying this farming stuff, but I'm hoping it's enough money to get that property, because I'm itching to do some of this of my own. And we'll get this all dropped in here. Pretty nice. I wish you could do both of these at the same time. There we go. Dropping that in. Very satisfying day of work. Pretty exhausted from it, but it'll be well worth it in the end. All right, we'll finish getting that unloaded. You can see the moon is coming up. The sun is setting. It's getting dark. It's getting dark around here. We gotta stay focused to get this done. See how good these lights are. Oh, okay. I think we'll be fine to get this all finished. Talk to the guy at the co-op. He knows what I'm doing. He knows who I'm working for. So they will be waiting for me for the last few loads here, which is real nice. And just loading in the last bit of wheat. I'm hoping it all fits so we can do just 1 more trip. Then we're gonna see how close we are to getting that down payment, if it all fits. It did, okay, perfect. So we should shut this off though. He did say I could leave it here. I'll have to come back and get my truck, but that's no concern. So we'll go ahead and just leave that there. It's all shut off. And let's go see if they're satisfied with the rest of this wheat. Here we go. Get this done. I'll get a hold of the farmer and let him know it's all set. Should probably look at my text and remember his name. That's rude. Richard Miller. Well-known farmer in town. Richard's a good guy. At least I'm told. This is my first time working with him, but from what I understand, he's good stuff. All right, let's get the rest of this all dropped in, unloaded. And why is our money going up? That wasn't... They just gave us $9,600. This seems like a mistake. Let me get a hold of Richard and find out what's going on here. Well, I just got off the phone with Richard, and he apparently... I saved the day. And the fact that no one else could harvest it, he wasn't going to be able to be in town to harvest it himself before the wheat went bad, family emergency and all. He gave us extra money. There's a certain amount of bushels that we sold, and then once we got over that threshold, the co-op was told to give us cash for the rest. So we're sitting at $89,000, and he told me once I get the truck back to his property to give him another text and he'll wire over the rest of the money that he owes me for the contract. I'm blown away. I did not think we're gonna make this much money. We're gonna have enough for our down payment. I gotta get a hold of my wife. I think this will be good to park this, shut the lights off, put the cover back on. Richard helped us out so much. I'm not gonna cut any corners here. We're gonna put this back on the header trailer for him, attach that all up so he can just come here in the morning and get all situated. I'm blown away. Okay, we just line up here. I think I went a little too far. Oh, there we go. That should be good. Come out here, make sure it's all detached correctly. Looking pretty good. Man, I wish I had a pressure washer or something to clean this for him too, but I'm not familiar with anywhere in town that I could take a piece of equipment this large and get it washed. So I think this is well done though. Shut off the lights, shut off the engine, and head on over to our truck. And another 13,600 from him. We're at 102,000, and that's before my check from work gets deposited. I mean, we do have some bills to pay, so we're super close to hitting our number now. I mean, we have $100,000. The wife's excited. Got off the phone with her a little while ago. Only one thing left to do today before heading home. I gotta go look at that property again. I believe we can cross this bridge and get there from here. Man, it's gotten dark on us. Man, this seems to be working out too good. I just wanted to see it again before I headed home tonight. It's been a long one. Gonna be exhausted in the morning. But we're gonna get on the phone with our loan officer and our realtor. We're gonna make this property ours. What a beautiful thing.